Hello and welcome to the second episode of Music Review, the show where I basically just go through my Spotify playlists and suggest some songs that I think are good. In this episode, we'll be checking out the Professor Brian playlist and the Dr. Eggman playlist. Ooh. Now, I like a lot of different types of music with a lot of different feels and tones. The Professor Brian playlist, named after space scientist Professor Brian Cox, a legendary man, at its core focuses on spacey, atmospheric type music. Music that when you listen to it, it just makes you feel like you're in space. However, when I was making this playlist, I found myself slowly transitioning into a more video gamey, cutesy kind of style. So essentially, the Professor Brian playlist takes you on that journey, going from more spacey, atmospheric stuff to more cutesy, plinky plonky music. And then in the case of the Dr. Eggman playlist, that really just hammers home the whole video game vibes. Let's tackle one thing at a time though. We'll begin with Professor Brian. This playlist starts out pretty funky. In fact, the very first song on this playlist is called Moonfunk by Ellis. And moving on from there, we delve into artists like Snail's House and Virtual Riot again. I think what I like about this style of music is that mixture of funk and then some more EDM influenced sounds. It's just a real golden ratio, and I think a song that epitomizes that is Paper Planes by Virtual Riot. As we go further into the playlist, we find the songs become slower and more synthwave, with songs like Moon by Kid Francescoli.
And it went like...
And eventually songs like Resonance by Home. For those who don't know, Home is a synthwave artist that's pretty big on YouTube. My favourite song of theirs is called We're Finally Landing. This is what I mean when I say a song that makes you feel like you're in space. Anyway, the songs just keep continuing to get more relaxed and more atmospheric. That is until Snail's House appears again. This time with a nice little intro jingle that takes us into the second half of the playlist. Aside from Snail's House, the other main artist for this more cutesy side of the playlist, and one of my favourite artists in general actually, is a man called Sean Wasabi. His songs have a very Animal Crossing, charming, dinky feel to them. I think that's the best way to describe it. They've got lots of little sound effects and cute sounding synths. My favourite songs of his are Igloo, Princess Peach, and Marble Tea. So that leads us nicely now into the Dr. Eggman playlist. The Dr. Eggman playlist is very much video game lo-fi. Like, have you ever seen those videos on YouTube where it's called like Nintendo and Chill? It's essentially that. Having said that though, we do once again start off with a bit of Virtual Riot. Some more relaxed songs of his, such as the song Minimalist and the song Pixel Forest. Then there's Jeff Cale with the song Mint Leaves. And from there we get into the video game remixes. So there's remixes of Song of Storms, Ocarina of Time and Lost Woods from the Legend of Zelda series by a guy called Mikkel. Then there's some Pokemon inspired songs by a guy called HM Surf. Andrew Huang is on this playlist with a couple of songs from his album TV and Video Games. And that, my friends, is the Dr. Eggman playlist. So yeah, if you're looking for any relaxing playlists that will soothe you to your very core, then I of course recommend checking out Professor Brian and Dr. Eggman. This was Music Review. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.